What's up, guys? Hope everybody is doing well. I was cheating a little bit. That's the top 10 I'm going to do for February, so I just threw it on because, you know, you don't want to start anything off. That was Ash, by the way. You guys in the UK might have known that. Oh, yeah. Love this Ash tune, by the way. I see that. Yeah. So, doing a top 10. I've never heard of them in my life because they never had any hits in the US. But anyway, what's up, PNB, AIR, Bo Start? Got you guys' stuff in, Evan David. Got all you guys' stuff in. Hope you guys had a safe New Year's. You're here, so it could have been worse. You could have been in New Orleans here in the US, but that's a whole other story that is a story oftentimes in my country, but that's another story. I didn't do anything exciting for New Year's Eve. We watched a couple movies, and that was it, man. It's as exciting as it gets. It's a lot safer, though. It's a lot safer. So let's go to the great John Waite and his song White Heat, brought to us by AIR, JSB, Joseph, whatever you want to call him. Whatever you want to call him. I'm sure it's fine. It's funny, When I See You Smile came on when we were somewhere shopping over the Christmas time, and I was like, God, I hate this song. And he's like, I love it. I'm like, yeah, it's John Waite, man. Like, he sold himself out to do this, but I know it's a huge hit. It's a huge hit, man. All right. It's not what we're listening to now. What a White Heat. From the album Ignition in 1982, so pre-Missing You. I'm going to assume this is the album right before Missing You, but I'll find out. Yeah, it was the album right before No Breaks, which Missing You is on. Trace, Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Not the greatest mix on this. Very washed out. Probably didn't have a lot of money and it's not remastered. Brian, what's up? If you send a song about it, you sure we don't have to? Don't send it to Trey's Venmo. He told me he doesn't want me doing that, then he's fine. So I'll send you my Venmo later. It's no big deal, bro. Just put in what you want. Or if you don't want anything, you're hanging out, that's cool as well. I kept meaning to get back to you, Brian. Like this week and next week aren't going to be good for me. But if we pick an album and you just give me a heads up so I got some time, then I will bust it out. And we will kill it, maybe. People might not watch because I'm there. Hold on, I just turned this TV on in this office because I haven't turned it on in a month since I've been displaced. And I got to turn it back off. It just finally like booted all the way up. If you haven't already, on Patreon, we have mine and Trey's top albums of 2024. It'll be up on YouTube tomorrow if you're not on Patreon. Yeah, you did get it right, Brian. I knew that was going to be his because he told me that a while back. I didn't figure it would change, but I didn't think there were any great albums of 2024, so you could have reordered mine. I mean, there were a bunch of good albums, though. There were a bunch of good albums. But you could have changed mine around, and I wouldn't argue with you. I don't know how many people we have tonight, guys. Some people might be a little, I don't know, what's the nicest way to, how do we put this in a delicate manner? They might be recovering from last night's festivities. How about that? Oh, you were close, Brian. You were very close. No. We're not going to the Slade song. Let's go to the Chicago song. And then I've got Years Coming Up, Bo-Star. Song of the Evergreens off Chicago 7. Chicago, a band that gave great thought to the names of their albums. It's very inspiring. Very inspiring. And it made people learn Roman numerals, all joking aside. Wow, the Doobie Brothers with Michael McDonald. First time in 45 years. Not a big, I probably won't be running out and listening to that unless somebody makes me, but I mean, good for the Doobies fans. Did enjoy, quite enjoy, the Max, HBO Max, whatever you want to call it, documentary on Yacht Rock. It was incredibly entertaining. Incredibly entertaining. It is from Chicago 7. That's what I was talking about at the start. Chicago 7, 1974. I like that, Brian. I guess the yacht does need a little bit of maintenance, right? I don't know if enough people listen to it all these years later, but that's true. A hornless tune. Hadn't even snapped at that AIR. Anybody do anything for New Year's Eve? I told you my excitement. Watched the 2 movies and 2 movies, actually almost 3 movies. Gina usually goes to bed much earlier than me because she's on a different schedule. You know, she works at a school. She gets up before 6 a.m. But last night, I mean, she's not working right now. She didn't go back till Monday. We stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning. No drinking involved, boys and girls. I don't drink anyway, but yeah, watching movies. I made a bad call though. The last movie we made it halfway through, and I chose Michael Clayton with George Clooney from 2007. It's a pretty complex movie. So, if you're tired, probably not the best movie to watch. Evan David, it's a lot safer that way, man. Bee Gees coming up next from my man Bo Start. B&B is freaking great, man. I'd seen it once. That's why I did a little movie recommendation. Gina and I don't always watch the same stuff, really. We kind of have different tastes and stuff, but we could find some common ground. But it's such an understated movie, right? You're not going to have these great... Like, it's the kind of movies they don't make anymore. They really don't. Because they won't do box office. It's just a great story and great acting. We got to blow stuff up or be part of some sort of IP. That's what gets made now. Trace, you're like me, but I can go to bed early, but you're like me. Oh, let me tell you something, Brian. That was broached to this boy, but... I said no can do on that one. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes. No can do. But I've heard people say it's really good. So much respect to you. Much respect to you. Best thing you've ever seen? Pretty close. Get you started on a new path for 2025. You're going to go down. Well, I see at the end of 2025, you'll rank your top 150 musicals you've ever seen. I'm giving you content ideas on me. I saw it way back in the day, Evan, David. I've never seen that, PMB. Top 10,000. Well, Brian, if we go back to the start of Talkies, we've got an insane amount of musicals for you to wet your palate with. Maybe you could do one from each decade and then just keep working your way back. I got all these ideas for you, man, and they're all fantastic. I'm 2025 creative mind on the go. All right, Songbird, Bee Gees, off Main Course. The only Bee Gees album that we have reviewed many moons ago. Colin Farrell action in Bruges, yeah. Check the Ralph Fiennes. Farrell won the Golden Globe for that movie, PMB. All right, I'm going to add it to the watch list. Yeah, Gina was toying with watching Conclave last night. I just didn't feel like watching it. I'll tell her it has your recommendation, Brian. Marked 50 years to the day since keyboard man Blue Weaver flew out to join the Bee Gees backing band. He had a writing credit on this song, Postard says. Yeah, I saw it was on Peacock, right? I went through every streaming service to try to pick movies that we would both like. You guys know me, I'm a TV guy. I mean, I've watched, I don't even know how, I'm trying to make a list of TV series I've watched in their entirety. It's insane. I can't think of them all, obviously. I'm not counting stuff when you're super young, but it's insane. Because I can run them while I'm working right behind me. Well, I could when I was in this room all day. I think I'm going to move back to this room soon and just say whatever. If the fumes get to me, then I guess I'll move out again. What's up, River? How you doing? I can't get as much work done when I'm out. My recliner's out in the middle of the living room, and it's like I can't shut the door and just... Because I got less than 2 weeks before I go back to basketball training, and I was trying to get all this stuff done. Like that I can't get done during that time, and I look at my to-do list and I'm like, man, I gotta get it. Not you guys in here, because you guys are all good with me, but if you are, I mean, I know you're gonna get it to me, Evan David, but I know a ton of you watch this afterwards. You're a patron, you haven't got me your January stuff yet. Now is the time, because I have a lot of time on my hands, and I will not less than 2 weeks from now. So just an FYI. And if you know your February already, I'll get way ahead. All right. I always forget how to say this band's name, and I've done this album. Anathema. I know that's not right. Yeah, I don't know. Off the Weather Systems album. Up on the channel. Go check it out. Really good album. Really good sound. Love the vibe. Great sound on that last main chorus. Very, very, very good album. It's like we're switching to the disco area, but it's got shades of both. So it's like a transition album, in my opinion. Both Star be able to speak to it way better than I could. I would think it'll start streaming again next week, Evan David. I would think. Anathema. I mean, I remember when I did that album. I had to keep looking. Yeah, they signed it about 6 months ago, Evan David. It goes into effect now, though. They got a truckload of money, man. So... a little filming after this. I got 3 song reactions to do. That's really all I got. I've already done Astral Weeks, the Patron album for January. Got a battle coming up after this. You working today, River? Yeah, I did, Evan David. I'm probably going to pick somebody who I don't do other stuff for. But yeah, I saw it. And we've already got so much Ramon up right now. I'll probably choose something a little different, but I do appreciate the suggestion. Yeah, no hurry, Brian. No hurry, brother. You do yours. I figured you'd have it off, River, but it's kind of weird, right? Because there's still a Tuesday or a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to work week. So I know some people are out there, you know, hitting it still. I had mentioned that, River, that some of our normals aren't probably going to be in there because they're probably recovering from last night. Yeah, Brian, I'll send you my Venmo. Like, you gotta remind, I'll remind myself. You don't gotta remind me. Of course, I haven't remembered to get back to your message in 3 days. Like I said, guys, I'm just off because when I'm in this room, like, my productivity is off the charts. It really is, because you just closed in, I closed the doors, and I'm just humming on everything. Between the channel, all my training business, and all the other crap I gotta kind of manage, like, but I gotta get after it. Gotta get after it. So this is kind of the vibe you're gonna get on this album. A really good nighttime album. You're trying to, like, just chill and you don't want something too crazy. I would suggest this. River's gonna kick off 2025 the right way with a song battle of the Dreadnoughts. But I let them finish first. First up, Victory Square. I gotta go get this ready.
My name is Waylon Johnny. Way, hey, Johnny Boring, I cut over and Carol was formed in the marrow of whiskey and amphetamines. They call me Waylon Johnny. Way, hey, Johnny Boring.
My back is killing me today, boys and girls, but I went to a back surgeon yesterday so he could kind of interpret my MRI results in my lower back that I had. Because I've never actually went to a surgeon. I mean, I wouldn't let him touch me. That wasn't why I went. I didn't really want anything from him. I just wanted him to look at them and tell me what my options are as the future unfolds. So, I mean, I have some issues, but they're not horrible. So his words were, you can do anything within reason and you're not going to damage your back. It's just going to hurt. And that's all I got to hear. When I lift weights now, my pain in my left wrist is literally a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. I'm in tears, literally, after I dumbbell bench press. I mean, I try to toughen it up in the gym. I keep the head down, you know, got to keep up appearances. But because I was told with my wrist, even though it needs to be fused, I can't really harm it. Cool. So that's all I want to hear. Pain's fine. You're going to make something worse or break it while you're doing it. That's a different story. So that was good news. Good news. Dreadnoughts, wonderful storytellers. Look at you, JSB. Over 400 views in 5 hours. You're an inspiration to us all. If you don't know who the Dreadnoughts are, then you are a loser. I did a reaction to Foreign Skies, the album. For River. I'll look that album up. I don't remember when I did this. Dang. Been a long time. November of 2023. Time does fly. Rob, how you doing? Oh, wow. Remember that is epic, man. That's the kind of thing you do, and if you pull it off, people remember it forever, right? Like, you'll remember that forever. Like, man, dude, he was able to do this. All right, that's Victory Square. Also the Dreadnought's the second part of the battle. Sleep is for the weak. Don't buy that, boys and girls. Sleep is good for you. I sleep anywhere between 4 to 5.5 hours a night. I do not recommend that.
And casting them away, walking to the town below and lay it all so low. What's in with Paulina? What's in with Paulina? Now the world's asleep with the secrets that they keep. Climb till your legs are tired.
Thanks, Lop. You know what it's like, man. Pain is fine, but if you're totally jacked up, and like I can ignore my wrists and knees and feet issues, but if your back or neck are messed up, you gotta be careful because you can really like jack yourself up. So you gotta know what's going on with the structure. I don't know, you know, JSB, the holidays, you mentioned it to me a week ago, the holidays are weird times to put up stuff, you know? I go back and forth on it. Like, people are busy, but then you're like, yeah, people might be sitting around bored too, at family events or whatever, and they'll check out some reaction stuff, so I don't know. A lot of our videos on the channel have been slow on the first few days, and then they start to pick up steam, so... Which is kind of normal if you're going to put some up that's older. Like, people aren't, like for you, Evan, David, people aren't searching for the Ramones every day, like looking for stuff on YouTube So timely stuff are bands who are YouTube bands. So, like the YouTube bands that I do, I like to put that in quotes because their fans are going to get pissed if they're watching this. It's not offensive, just, you know, The Warning, for example, Bandmade, Angelina Jordan, Dimash, those types of artists. They're going to get views because people are looking every single day. But normal artists without a new release, they're not going to just catapult to the moon usually. Slow burn. Slow burn's better anyway. Neil Young wouldn't agree, but I saw Neil pulled out of Glastonbury because it's too commercial. I mean, here's the thing. These events don't happen without commercial partners. You think the money just comes out of nowhere? Like, so things are going to be commercially driven. It's just the way it is, man. Whether you think that's evil or not, like, a lot of things can't happen without commercial bucks behind it. It's fine. You get a little too grandiose. Ah, Trace. That's no good. You want me to try to get in touch with your government and see if I can get these issues fixed with it? It might be a nationwide problem with the internet. You want me to try to put some calls in? I've got some real pull. I can get something done. No, I did not become delusional over the New Year's Eve night. That's actually not true. You might have thought I was delusional anyway. But hey. All right. Poll is live. And yes, I already have it up on my phone. I'm already ahead of the game. Ciao. How was your New Year's Eve, brother? You doing well? It's a tough battle. Yeah, exactly, JSB. I mean, I do too. I love Neil, but like, you know, it's just... I'll see what I can do right after this, Trace. I'll get on the phone. I mean, I've got a lot of pull worldwide. It's pretty amazing. They're like, oh, Sean's on the phone. Okay. Never mind. I'm busy, but I mean, you know, I get it done. Let's see. Let's do, we got another battle here, but I want to do something in between. So I'm going to do T-Soup song. Tom, hope you had a good New Year's Eve. You know, I'm just staring at the name of this artist. Well, you don't know that, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. Doechii?
Hey, I thought it was all over. What's up, Dochi?
Hey, girl.
Maybe? Yeah, Dochi. Yeah, let's go.
You and I have had a chat.
Has it really?
Probably since
JSB, you need to mark that down for a name that I got right on the first time.
Yeah.
I know you're keeping score.
people are a little bit worried about you.
Not worried.
And I know that I was kind of that outlet for you, so
You were.
why don't you just tell me what's been going on?
Okay. Remember old dude from 2019? Nice, clean nigga did me dirtier than laundry. Took a scroll through his IG just to get a
T-Soup giving us our hip-hop vibe for the year.
So confused, what should Dochi do? She didn't know about me and I didn't know about Sue. I opened up the messages and had to hit the Zoom. Turns out the girl was really a dude. Nigga think he slick back till I slip back. Got my lick back, turned a nigga to a knick-knack. I moved on, dropped a couple of songs, and then I went and got signed. Now it's 2021.
Okay, I just feel like this is the perfect opportunity for us to just take a second and kind of unpack what's happened to you. You know, this guy cheated on you and...
Nah, fuck it. Platinum record this, Bible record that. I'm making so much money, I'm all over the net. I'm moving so fast, no time to process. And no, I'm not in a gang, but I'm always on set. Wristwatch, drip drop, label want the TikToks. Now I'm making TikTok music, what the fuck? I need a cleanse, need a detox, but we ain't got time to stop. The charts need us. Fast forward me, 2023. I'm stacking lots of cheese and making money. My grass is
I got your battle ready to go.
Honestly, I can't even fucking cap no more. This is a really
Bob.
hard time for me. I'm going through a lot.
It's
A
next.
lot, you mean drugs?
I wouldn't.
Drugs?
No, it's
No?
a natural plan.
No, I'm not judging.
I'm not an addict.
I'm just saying.
I don't
You
think.
want to talk
It
about
is very fun. It's very entertaining.
I mean, fuck. I like pills. I like drugs. I like getting money. I like strippers. I like to fuck. I like day drinking and day parties in Hollywood. I like doing Hollywood shit. Snorted probably would. What can I say? The shit works. It feels good. And my self-worth's at an all-time low.
JSB, this is going to be it for me. This song right here. This is going to be my theme for 2025. We found it.
Whoopsie, made a oopsie. $100,000.
Add it to the playlist, brother.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Don't wanna have to turn a nigga guts into soup beans.
Whoa. Okay, Dochi. We don't want to revert back into our old ways, so we're gonna try a breathing exercise, okay?
Let's do it.
I breathe, you breathe. All right?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not going to breathe that way for you. Well, that's it.
You want some boiled peanuts?
That's it. It just rolled to her next song. That is it. Thank you to T-Soup for that very entertaining song, man. Enjoyed it. All right, we've got a song battle. Vote in the last one for the Dreadnoughts for River if you haven't already, because I'll take that down in about 3 minutes. All right, First Aid Kit versus Mal Bloom. New Year's Eve. First Aid Kit. Excellent band. Been on several live streams. Shout out to Ness Gimp, Carl. Brought him first to the channel many moons ago. ERL, how you doing, man? I hope your New Year's went well and safe. Happy New Year, Becca. Hope you're doing good, girl. If you're a patron and you haven't looked, because you might not have had a chance, you might have been working today or busy. I did send everything out that I had for this year. Trace, I haven't done your Farnham yet, but I'm actually going to do it after this stream. So look for it later this afternoon for you. It will be there. Unless something bad happens between now and then, and I can't do it.
Took a stroll around the neighborhood where the trees are swaying. People passed in cars with their windows down, with a pop song playing. A man walked by, rocking back and forth the street, with a drunken smile to go along. He stopped to look at me and said, "Child, don't fear doing things wrong. Yet I am still
This month, she has me on.
That's what's going to save me."
A long way to the top. It's from the concert I already did Help from the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra. So Looking forward to that one.
Now I have a lot to learn and I'm starting tonight. Gotta stop looking at things like they're black and they're white.
Well, I already told it now, Trace.
Gotta write
We got to give away our secrets just to you guys. We're a small little club.
Gotta stop worrying.
And if you haven't already and you're a patron, we have the 2024 top albums up between Trey and I.
When it's too hard,
Especially enjoy the time where he's waxing philosophical about some of the hip hop releases, and I'm like, I'm just looking at him, I don't know. I don't listen to most of the hip hop when I blast through these because I know he knows way more about it than me. I mean, I listen to Kendrick, of course. I listen to Tyler, the Creator. You can call that what you want. It's not necessarily straight up hip hop, but
that's what's going to save me. Tell me, oh, what's going to save
does
me?
bacon go good with apples? I mean, people who love bacon say it goes good with anything. I mean, I love bacon, I just don't eat it. Was Billy's album on there? You know what? I forgot to mention Billy's album because my opinion of Billie Eilish's new album, which gets a lot of critical acclaim, I honestly don't think it's any good at all. Hot take. I wonder now if she just gets some buzz just because she's Billie Eilish. Her first album I loved. We got a reaction up to it. Mackenzie and I did it. I just think it was very good at all. I think the thing with Billie now is she tries to pull off these ballads. She absolutely does not have the voice to pull it off. It sounds so breathy. Or she's just a benefit of Phineas, her brother's production, who's a great producer. He's a poor man's Jack Antonoff, and he makes everything sound good. That's my hot take. No one else agrees with that. I totally get it. But I just thought, because I meant to say that on there, and I forgot. Because she wasn't on my honorable mentions, so I meant to say that. I know she was in your list, and I respect it. And she was in everybody else's list, too, River. So obviously, I'm probably not right on that, but that's where I come from. All right, this is a battle. It's from 2010. And ERL, I will get you soon.
It's a happy new year, I'm making guacamole. You couldn't even pick up the fucking phone and call me. I don't like my t-shirt, I don't like my blue jeans, I don't like my attitude, it's gonna be a party. Whoa, let's party. It's a happy new year. Last year was so stupid. Most of us were drunk and even more of us were puking. Though I heard a rumor, something about bad shrimp. Don't know how I made it up the stairs to your apartment.
Man, I'm trying to find your song, ERL. I usually just copy what you wrote and paste it into the YouTube search bar. It always works. But this time, let me try something else here.
I remember it. And that's not all that I'm forgetting. It's
Or is it a video? Or is it just on Spotify? Is it just a song?
don't know how I ever made it.
Oh, Ewan, I remember you, brother. One of the OGs, man.
Changing. If it were then, I'd be parting ways with all the bad habits of but I still hang around.
I think Billy's first album is really good. I mean, it's the same, like, I don't listen to it on my own. But I mean, last year I picked Olivia Rodrigo's second album in my top 5. This year, Sabrina Carpenter was 6th on my list. I don't listen to that stuff, but if you like that stuff, it's done incredibly well.
Kissed me at midnight 'cause you thought that I looked lonely. I don't like my outfit, I guess it's not important.
I like the, like,
'Cause I like your fortress
I like the propulsion of this.
and the things you record on it.
All right, I'm going to end the other battle.
It's the time of year now to keep your close friends closest.
1 vote separates the Dreadnoughts. We're going for Sleep is for the Weak. Boys and girls, Sleep is for the Weak. Toughen up.
Like all the rust, feels like I am changing, and I know it's for the best. Whoa, I remember that. Whoa, climbing up to bed.
Really good battle. Wow, like really well matched.
I remember that. That's not all that I'm pretending. It's a new year, the last one's ending, and all the guacamole I made brown.
It's like about 2.5 minutes of this song left. ERL, if you're listening, man, let me know on that song. Is that song just a Spotify song? I mean, I guess I can figure it out. Yeah, I found it. I found it. Yeah, I found it. Never mind. Rob, man, you know, I forgot to remind you to send me your album. So when I did the year-end album draft, which is up on Patreon, but it'll be up on the channel tomorrow. I know there's some albums I missed. There's a lot of stuff you played that I liked that I should have checked out the albums, but. Did you rank your top albums, Rob? Just curious. It's all right if you didn't. I mean, if you did, I'm curious what your top 5 are or whatever. I'm curious if I listened to them. BMB, it's a good question. They're running with it, man. They're running with it. Oh, Rob, I don't want to make you type it all out, brother. I'd be curious to see that list, but I don't make you type it all out. Not that I can make you do anything. You know what I mean. I don't want you to have to. But I know a lot of you guys watch on like iPads or phones. It's a little easy for me to type stuff out, right? I'm on a freaking keyboard. I don't even type text on my phones. On my phone, if I can help it. I do it off my MacBook Air, but probably because my hands and fingers don't work that great. But
makes me think we've never been. When is this night gonna end? Are you lying in her bed? All these questions in my head. Hey, where the whiskey at again?
All right, it's got about 30 seconds left. I'm going to go and do the poll. A New Year's Eve battle because both songs are named New Year's Eve. Damn it, I didn't listen to Joey Valance and Bree. And I didn't listen to the Reflectors. So
She ain't never met no one who talk like that. And if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I call.
I'm gonna pause this for a minute. River brought this. Tyler the Creator, awesome album, Chromacopia. Didn't make my top 5, but it's honorable mention up there, and it was for Trey as well. So pretty close to the top 5. All right, Trace, take care.
Biscuit ass niggas wonder how I got my jiffy up. Grip so damn big, I need a diaper and a sipping cup. Someone cousin dead, she my favorite, cause she hit me up. Ha 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 ha, when I double park the laugh.
Go vote if you haven't. I haven't.
Stepping on the gas. She ain't never met no one who
Now I
talk
have.
like that. And if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I call right back. Wait, that's to the grin. Bitch, I'm really him. You better put them palms together, bitch, I really sing. No, me and crack don't shit.
I figured those two might be your top 2. Becca. Type it into the box there, AIR, like when is your stream, what time, where can people find you? I know it's Saturday. I know it's a half an hour different, but promo yourself, man. Matt John, happy New Year to you as well, brother. Wow, Rob, what discography should I tackle next? Rob wants to know what discography he should tackle. That's a tough question to throw out. Otherwise, you wouldn't throw it out, right? You know, River, when you put this on your top 10 albums, you said it's hard to pick a song. Once I listened to this album, I totally got what you were saying.
I could never rock no Hellcat, shit don't cost enough. 20,000 on me, 100,000 on me, 50,000 on me, a couple thousand on me. You moving sloppy if you get that sloppy where you sleep at. Never tell them niggas or those women where you breathe at. If my ex is spilling tea about me, don't you drink that, and don't you call me brother.
The Flaming Lips, that would be an interesting deep dive.
Service on my two-way, so you don't have to call. I'm Usher Raymond on a Tuesday with 20,000 on me, 100,000 on me, 50,000 on me, a couple thousand on me. Brody said a job for me. He the cameraman.
Wow, Run Taylor's albums and then the re-recorded versions of those albums.
Me and Lionel Boyce in drama class. My boy could act now. Was really odd. Future, all them other niggas whacked out. The biggest out the city after Kenny. That's
oh yeah, I just got to remember, Joseph, it's weird. Like you guys can't post links. Used to be able to. I mean, I know they took it away probably a year, probably longer than a year ago, actually.
Niggas used to press me on the carrot colored bus. I'm not with that shit, bro. Alright? That's why I'm paranoid now, cause niggas weird and really bums. I'm paranoid now, cause niggas weird and really bums. I'm paranoid now, cause niggas weird and really bums. I'm paranoid now, cause niggas.
So the thing on this album, like, it's hard sometimes. A lot of hip hop albums are concept albums or a loose concept throughout. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar's maybe not quite as much on the new one, of course, but a lot of Kanye's albums, especially the first two. But on this album, it's not necessarily a concept. It sort of is, but he's 34 years old. He's talking about getting older. And I know depending on how old you are, 34 is not old, but if you remember, if you're much older like I am, you know, the 30s are a weird time because you're not in your 20s anymore. You're not like super young, but you're not old, but you start feeling old. You start seeing different things. And so that's kind of what this is about. Just to give you kind of, so when you pull a song out, it's still good. That was a really good song, but like there's even more to it. So it's hard to get that whole story to it. All right. We're going to do ERL song. I couldn't find the video for it, so I don't know if it's there, and I couldn't find it. I can always find the video, but I'm going to just roll up the song. And it's already starting out quite well. Last year did Niccolo, the Beach Boys, and the Kinks. Beach Boys, quite the discography to take on. I need to do it at some point.
¿Cuántos se han ido? Un año más. ¿Qué más da? ¿Cuántos se han ido?
See, that's awesome right there, ERL. This song's from '77. Since that year, it's been a tradition in Chile, but the New Year's party always starts with this song. All the radios, TVs play it. It plays in all the houses. Other countries have such great traditions. And I don't know that we have any here in the U.S. Like that we just all do. Oh, the Yes fans are super helpful, JSP. I always make sure I thank them for their humble and nice help. Because most of them aren't pretentious at all. So that's what's cool. You got 125 thumbs up on your last video, on your current video, JSP. That is quite nice.
Un
Got it. Got the link up for JSB Acting is Reacting. I got to use that in here, Joseph. Just because that way everybody knows who we're talking about. The link for his live stream, which is going to be on Saturday night, depending on where you are, is right there. So click on it. It's really weird, guys, because the streaming and filming computer, that's all this computer's used for, is a PC, because MacBooks don't like streaming. They don't like Streamlabs. They just don't like all that stuff. But, you know, when you use a MacBook all the time and you switch to a PC, it's a little weird. You're not necessarily talking two different languages, but close. Just your hotkeys and everything. Really, Rob? Their 70s output is stunningly amazing? I'm already amazed by that statement. I truly am. Oh, JSB, oh man. I would love to dual react to that together. And when it got like 2 minutes into the song, I say, hey, can you pause that, Joe? Do you mind? It's good. Can you just go 2 minutes further, man? I think we got the point. Bro, that would be legendary. Played everywhere for New Year's Eve in Chile. ERL, thank you for that. And thank you for the lesson on what that song is used for. Fantastic tradition in your country. Fantastic, man. All right, let's go. Let's go to a battle. Slade versus the Kinks. All join hands from Slade. It's Slade. So it's Evan David. Slade top 10. Evan David's most watched video so far that he's done on the channel. Go check that out. Super good job. He did a super good job on all his stuff. Wow, you know these people would lose their damn minds. They would lose. It would be greatness. That is a great idea, man. I was actually been thinking about that, some troll stuff I could do just to entertain myself. I mean, so Rob, are there 70? I mean, obviously I know I can look this up, but are there 70 albums pretty short too for the Beach Boys? Are they longer? Do they get into longer compositions? Or do they keep everything pretty short? Let's go for 2025. Let's all join hands. I don't look horrible now. I've been able to lift harder because I just ignore my wrists. A 9 out of 10 in pain? Who cares? Let's go. ERL, hell yeah, you can ask for another one. Of course. If you haven't voted in the New Year's Eve battle for WOB, go do that. I always love YouTube and their numbers of how many are watching now. And you'll notice this, Joseph, but you don't use two different streaming platforms, because Streamlabs on the main page I'm streaming from will show me one number. YouTube will show me another number. But I see 11 watching and 12 votes. So I get that sometimes too. So who knows how many people are really here. That's not bad, Rob. It makes it easier to run the discography. Although I know theirs is so long. I don't dislike the Beach Boys. I don't love them. I don't dislike them. But I don't feel like I can't speak authoritatively to them at all. Because there's so much material that I don't ever really try to weigh in on them. Because I just don't know. The worst thing you can do is weigh in on something that you do not know. I know it's everybody's favorite thing, especially in my country, to do nowadays. It's a good one, man. After this battle, PNB, I got your song. I got it in the queue. And then I got your battle, Rob. Wob, I got your other song. Oh, Wob, you got... Oh, wait a minute, Wob. I got to do your other song here. Because your description of your Sam Fender song, Wobbs, sounds like something that there's probably no way for me to love it more if that's actually what it sounds like. I'll get your song up soon, T-Suit. You're actually probably next year in the queue. This is a battle, though, remember. All right, it's a battle. The Kinks, Better Things. Let me get back into chat because I have I'm getting all these albums ready, or all these songs ready. Okay, he said this a little bit. Ewan says this. This is insane to me, but I mean, I get it. I totally get it. I flew to Paris in December to see Paul McCartney. It was cheaper to get Paris tickets, fly there, and stay for 4 nights than it was just to get a ticket in London. That is insane, obviously. Wow. Is it worth it, Ewan? I'm sure it was. Yeah, I figured by the 80s, Rob, there was going to be some hiccups. And PNB, I mean, I'm in on your take on Pet Sounds versus Sgt. Pepper's. But retroactively, me and you were in the minority. Now, no one bought Pet Sounds when it came out. They just didn't.
Something better comes tomorrow. Hoping all the verses rhyme and the very best of choruses too. Follow all the doubt and sadness. I know that better things are on the way.
Nicole, how you doing? All right, I got tied up in the chat. I gotta hurry up. Got tied up in here. All right. This is a very, very tough battle. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna get this typed in? Oh, let's go. That's why I'm a trained professional. Wow. All right, let's do a little, I've got your battle next, Rob, but it's a little Cameron Winter, Drinking Age. This one is for T-Suit. I'm just going through here and making sure I didn't miss anything. I did. I got it now, though.
Reminding myself. Everything is lying. Today.
All right, I'm just double checking here, guys, so we'll vibe with this. It will probably definitely, well, I don't want to say definitely. Depends how long YouTube lets us stay on. There might be a part 2. No, I love the dichotomy, Tisu.
Table by the door. Wallet on the ground. Bag of rubber bands. Everything is lying. From now on,
Wow.
this is who I'm gonna be.
Some tough stuff here. Like the pain is real. You can feel it.
A piece of me.
No one ever brings any Nora Jones, Rob. Good bring, man. We had some of her stuff up on the channel. One of our OG guys back in the day, Josh, really liked her. Well, I'm sure he still really does. Thank you to T-Sue for bringing that one. It's not over yet. I think it's over. I'm not 100% sure it's over. Okay, so off of... So we got Sam Fender. People watching. Wob brought this. So Wob says this. So song sounds like if the Killers wrote a song completely ripping off the Boys of Summer. And I don't know how I feel about it. I love Sam Fender. I know JSB does as well. I don't want to speak for you, but I think I can speak for you. It's already got almost 13 million streams. I 100% hear what the way you described it. I mean, he's got a ton of Springsteen in him as well. Ton. Got the video, found it, ERL. We're good to go, man. You do, PMB. I've got... Your Organized Confusion is coming up like next after the Beach Boys battle. And is the Aldous Harding you as well? I'm guessing. Alright, I gotta go back through here and see what I've missed. I gotta go vote in this freaking battle. Dang, I hadn't looked at what you guys chose. I didn't vote for the winner. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I didn't vote for the winner. My man Steve Contini, Oregon is getting absolutely rolled. Nora Jones is Robbie's daughter, correct, B&B. And she grew up about 20 miles that way from me. Oh no, Sam injured his vocal cords, AIR. Oh, see? Steve said this, that this isn't the boss, I'm surprised. And I mentioned that at the start of this. Fender loves Springsteen. He actually opened for Springsteen when Springsteen was in the UK. At least at one concert, I know he did. Rob, I know you don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to help you out. You should feel fantastic about this song. This has got to go on Sean's current faves list, so I don't forget about it. Yeah, PMB, I think it depends on how you sing, right? Like, Fender's going to put forth way more stress through his vocals than Prine did. It's the beauty of being a singer-songwriter, man. You don't have to, like, everybody's enthralled. You draw them in with the story, so. Nothing wrong with not belting PMB. I think it gives you, I can give you longevity to play until you pass away, right? I mean, because people aren't going to be like, oh man, this dude's voice is shot. So I mean, there's a beauty to like some vocals that people don't like, some singers and they don't like their vocals. It's like, there's longevity to it though. Great request. Great request. Right there from Lob. All right, we're gonna have a song battle here. The Beach Boys, brought to us by Rob.
Back through the opera glass, you see the pit and the pendulum drum. Colonnaded ruins done.
Okay.
Town and brush the backdrop. Are you sleeping? Hung velvet overtaken me, dim chandelier awakened me.
What version do you want? It's by far on this song, the most streamed version. So I'll stop it. What do you want if you don't want the Smile Sessions version? You want the Surf's Up remastered version? There we go.
A diamond necklace played the pawn, hand in hand son drove the long walk to a handsome man in the dark.
I switch it to the Surf's Up version. It's weird. There's two versions from the Smile Session. They're exactly the same length, and they're the first and third most streamed songs. So it's always weird. Spotify does weird stuff, man. They do weird stuff.
Canvas the town and brush the backdrop. Are you sleeping?
I mean, this is definitely not the version of surf rock, you know, that you view the Beach Boys. Definitely more complex. I'm telling you, man, I finally believe in the Cavs. I don't put a lot of stock in the regular season, Steve, just because in the playoffs, man, it's so much different on how you match up, especially the guard position defensively. They will hunt you and kill you when you got small guards. But they're the real deal, man. Your Cavs are the real deal. And then we just succumbed to it, Wob. We just said, okay, you guys can have this.
Dove-nested towers, the hour was strike the street, quicksilver moon, carriage across the fog.
Remember, if we go down, we will be right back. Hopefully we don't. You know what happens when I start talking about that.
The glass was raised to fire and rose the fullness of the wine, the dim last toasting. While at port adieu or die.
So you guys in here, what do you guys listen to your music on? I'm curious. Like, I was looking at the numbers the other day. I was reading this article about streaming, like, to say Spotify owns streaming would be the, like saying Netflix owns streaming on the video side of things. Like, their market share is insane. I mean, Apple Music actually sounds way, way better than Spotify does. It's just like anything. Like, once you've been with Spotify so long, and I've been with them forever, it's hard to change. You got your playlist, but you got like songs, faves. Like, it's just, it's hard. See, Rob, use Apple. I had a free trial of Apple Music last year for 6 months. And bro, it sounds like, it's a totally different experience. It sounds so much better. And I was hell-bent, like, I'm gonna switch to Apple Music. But when it came down to it, it was like, it's too much hassle at the time. But it does sound way, and the longer you stay with Spotify, the more you're in bed with them because you have more songs saved and more stuff. But yeah, man. Wow, that is fantastic, man. Oh, I was like, man, maybe that's how he knows so much music. I was like, I know you're not buying all those you throw on the iPod, but there's workarounds to that. All right, this is a battle. Off of Sunflower. Got All I Want to Do. Also the Beach Boys. All right, the Kinks win this battle running away. I could have flipped a coin. I actually went with Slade. And I was very wrong according to you guys. Which I've known to be wrong at times. No, Ewan, because, dude, if I listen to Apple Music all the time, which I was kind of doing the first 6 months of last year, but I mean, I was still doing filming and live streaming, so I was still getting the Spotify, because that's what we've got going through Streamlabs. Man, it's just, it's night and day. I mean, I would put them on even in the car. If somebody's with me, I'd be all right. Now listen to this. I'd play like 30 seconds of Spotify, and then I put 30 seconds out. And I'm like, do you hear the difference? Like, it's insane. But on the headphones, it's the richness of Apple Music. Sunflower is your favorite Beach Boys album. Yeah, the vinyl is so much better sounding, Rob. It's just, it's such a pain, right? It's not that much of a pain, but like once you get used to the streaming world where you can just go switch, but I mean the streaming doesn't sound nearly as well. Yeah, Evan David, I mean that's the way you kind of have to do it, but it's a lot of work, I know. AIR with the comment of the night. I think I would have liked the Beach Boys more. Carl sang lead more often, and Mike Love didn't exist. I mean, you know, I'll just preface it by saying JSB means, you know, not with the band. He doesn't, you know, he's not advocating, you know, any sort of takeout of Mike Love or anything like that. So, you know, we don't advocate any violence around here at RTTC. We're all about peace and love. But he is correct on that. He's 100% correct on that. Okay, let's go to PMB's song, Go Vote. We got Prisoners of War from Organized Confusion with a K. I really, Rob, have absolutely zero idea which song I'm going to vote for. I'm in the minority, though, as these votes are rolling in. And now the votes are cleared out. What the hell's going on? That's showing up that way here, too? There we go. The poll went to 0, and then it came back. It's my protest against what modern hip-hop has become. Let's go. The pharaoh, cause every bro flows like a crossbow. Equipped to pierce your soul with a poison tip arrow. Any man wearing a blindfold could be misled, but wise are the ones with the eyes and the backs of the head. Here's the key to unlock the door. Imagine a poor. What modern artists do you like, PMB, in the hip hop world? It's a good question to ask.
Smashing chords and damage equivalent to a hydrogen bomb. Raiding villages like a poetical soldier in Vietnam. Poetry releasing deadly gases. Bodies deteriorating as a small pass. Fatal acids. As a rebel or rap, I stop. Load the Luger as a maneuver with precaution. As a verbally counterattack. Striker like a mass sniper. Cause I'm the type of hyperactive viper to wipe away the enemy with the remedy. Cause I'm the epitome. So don't try to get rid of me. You little itty bitty 25 automatic. You're killing me. Cause I'm a Glock 9 that will rock your mind. Distorting it. Shorten your brain waves. As a rhyme intertwined with the sign of the time.
See, PMB, I think Kendrick is a modern day genius lyrically. That's not really a hot take. His lyricism is insane, man. It's weird though, right? Because his first 2 albums are universally acclaimed. Hell, one of them is right behind me that way. His debut, but To Pimp a Butterfly is probably even better than that. But it wasn't like Kendrick was like well known. He wasn't super famous. And then last year, you know, he just obviously blew up. And now he's selling out stadiums. So it's always weird when an artist goes mainstream that you've known him for a long time. I do not, Steve. I do not know anything by Clutch. Trey's going to go to it, Nicole, because he's going to be here at AT&T Stadium. But he doesn't have his tickets yet. I mean, SZA is opening for Kendrick, which is crazy because SZA's in the top 20 Spotify artists most streamed. So that's how you can sell out 95,000 seats. Any of you guys ever been to a concert that big? 80,000 and above, let's say? Well, I don't know. Let's not even say 80. let's say 60,000 and above. I know you have, Steve. I know you went to Springsteen in '78. See, I pay attention, but the nightmare of just getting in and out of a concert like that is would scare me. He doesn't have the ticket yet, Nicole, so that's saying that by the time comes around, he can afford the ticket. It's not in his budget now, but hopefully by the end of the business, he's going. Oh, I wasn't saying this was modern. He was saying this is like a protest against what modern hip-hop has become, is what PMD was saying. Oh, the parking, Nicole. Oh, is it crazy like that for you there, too? Like, the parking it's obscene because they can. If you just owned not even a huge parking area, just a little parking area adjacent to like a facility where sporting events and concerts took place all the time, that's your retirement. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's the whole thing that real estate is more valuable than anything. It's freaking true. I've never heard that. It's from 1991. Which, when you're old like me, seems like not that long ago, which is kind of scary. All right, The Revivalists, Down in the Dirt. Brought to us by Lob.
My daddy was a lawyer who sold.
No, you're good, Ewan. I spouted all that off really quick, man. I know it's hard to track with that. Okay, I figured you might have JSB, Bee Gees between 65 and 70. We saw Paul at a venue that held about 40. So that would be the biggest. Everything else is 20 grand and down, way, way down. It's a really good song. Oh, wow, you and that will be insane. Let's hope the boys can get along and you can pull your concert off. I know a lot of people think they're not going to. The amount of money that's on the line here, you got to find a way to get along or fake it. From last year, from 2023. This is really good. I mean, I know, River, you wouldn't have brought it if you thought it sucked, right? But I'm just saying. Or, Lob. Did I just say River? Hell, I don't know. I meant Lob. It's a good sign for me about to do 3 song reactions when this is over, huh? I'll be like, All the flowers blossom from what goes on in the dirt, so I get down. I'm gonna have to add this to my current faves as well. That's what I would say, Ewan. I mean, I guess obviously anything's possible, but I mean, when you're them, and now you're gonna generate, I wouldn't even guess how much money they're generating off this. I wouldn't even begin to guess. I know the figures, the insider figures were saying that Taylor was making about 100, or she was profiting $13 million a night. Not what the concert itself was generating. So if you think about that, let's say they're profiting $10 million a night, so 5 each. You know, you're paying your band, but all that's figured in. Like, how could you walk away from that money? Something you could never replicate on your own for the rest of your life. So I would just think so. I'm not even tired, Evan David. I don't take naps. I just never have. I can't. I wish I could. They're good for you. Yeah, man, this is good. Yeah, Becca. But how do you know that? Right? Do we know they got plenty of money already? I mean, they made most of their money in the 90s. I know they made money, obviously, after that. But I wouldn't make that statement. How many artists or how many athletes made over? Antoine Walker, that played for the Celtics, made over $200 million in his life. He has no money. Like, you never know, man. You never know if artists actually have that money. Let's go. What Aldous Harding, Small Bones of Courage. True, you are not. No, AR, they're so good for your health, man. Naps are so good for your health. I would do it if I could do it. That's a great lineup right there, Steve. Or Meso. I'm talking to Meso, but it's really Steve. Yeah, a lot of it's about the publishing money. A lot of it's about the publishing money, for sure.
The dogs have broken and turned.
Best singer-songwriter working in the world today, PMB says.
Feed these words to the wind.
It's a big statement, but somebody has to be.
So they may
Anybody got any concerts on the horizon that they're going to this year? I know this is going to be a shocker, but I only have one right now, and that's Jason Isbell in April on a Sunday night. It's actually at a casino, but the tickets were cheap. Usually at this casino, it's expensive. I've never been to a concert there because they're insane. It's only an hour from here, though. We don't have casinos in Texas, but they have them in Oklahoma. So there's two big casinos that they're in a little bit different directions, sort of. Dallas is here. They're in Oklahoma like this, whichever direction you want to go. But they're only an hour from Dallas. It's right there on the Oklahoma-Texas border.
and we slept with our backs against the weather. As we lay on.
So I've got a Nora Jones song, and we got a video that ERL brought, and those are always fire. Coming up next.
For the fire's age. We swore to never eat from those bleeding hands again.
I gotta go check this battle out, boys and girls.
And we sang the words together.
Pretty close battle for Rob here. We got Surf's Up winning, and that's who I voted for. So I got one right tonight at least. Of course, Becca.
Not a word, little widow of the man I was before.
I've been filming more. I'm out of stuff to film nearly, but just because it's weird, right? I'm not in this room all the time, so like
When I cannot find the silver,
I'm just sitting out in the middle of the living room, so I gotta have something to do sometime.
and the shadows are
PMB brought this one, Bob. I haven't listened to it yet, Evan David, but I will. I have all your stuff sitting right over there to my right.
Still left to the light by the small bones of courage.
That's a good lineup. That's a good dream lineup, Steve, to see. No, Becca. No. It's better, but it's weird. It vacillates from day to day. And it's not even the smell. It's still throwing off the VOC toxins. Because you come in here and the smell's not bad. You're like, yeah, whatever, this is fine. The other day I was filming for, I don't know how long I was in this room for about 3 hours, and all of a sudden started coughing, so it just gets to you. Like you don't even realize. It's a subtle poisoning.
But the coal will not burn longer.
Well, I'll definitely let you know, Evan David.
Steady's robbed of fire by the small bones of courage.
Oh yeah, Becca, here's what I've done. You'll enjoy this, Becca. I'll give you a list. Air purifier, window open, fan in the window facing each direction because there's different theories tell you different things. Close the room up and heat it up because they say it'll cure it underneath where the VOCs are being thrown off. It might be trapped in there between coats. Vinegar. Close the room up with vinegar. Close the room up with baking soda. Done other things. What else have I done? I've done everything of any research. Right now I have what's called a spider plant sitting in the middle of this floor because NASA says that spider plants naturally eat up VOCs quicker than anything. Leave in room. It ran for 17 straight days in the room, Becca. It doesn't make it. Air purifiers don't take out VOCs unless they have high level charcoal, and those cost over $3,000. I learned that too. Didn't know that. It's pointless to run an air purifier when it's throwing off VOCs, not paint odor. I've learned more about paint than I've ever cared to know. And I'll show you guys. We don't own a plant in the house, not because I don't like them, we just always kill them, but here you go. This plant was like, that's my next choice, Beck. Burn the damn thing down to the ground, rip the drywall off, and try it again. I got this plant just sitting in the middle of the floor. And even this didn't work. It worked for a little bit. It worked for a little bit, or maybe I was just telling myself it was working. Does that change it all for you, AR? Okay. Thanks to PMB for bringing that. Thanks to Lob for bringing this. Nora Jones. Fantastic musician. Becca, I'm so frustrated, girl. I'm so damn frustrated. I wish I would have never had this room painted. I waited forever, saved up, I just wished I would have never done it. 2 of the walls were red. That's where the problem is. They put the primer over it, and they didn't let it dry, and they put another primer on it, and then they put 3 coats of paint over it, and that primer didn't dry. You gotta let paint dry. If you don't, you're gonna have problems if you put a lot of coats on, and it trapped the VOCs. It still shouldn't be like this. We had another room painted that was navy blue, just a little bitty room, and the smell was out of there in a day. I mean, it's just a fluke thing. Oh, Nicole, I probably researched getting rid of paint smells, I don't know, maybe 6 hours worth of research. Maybe I should do a video on it, right? Reacting to getting rid of paint smells. Give my story. Except I couldn't recommend anything. Oh, charcoal bags? Did that too?
In a boat that's built of sticks and hay, we drifted.
Steve, I had COVID bad, really, really bad early on in it. And I have never, ironically enough, so talking about smell, my smell probably came back 50%. Like my sense of smell sucks. At least I got my sense of taste back, because that was gone for a while. I mean, I have a ceiling fan that I leave on all the time, and there's a window that I left open for a long time. But sometimes when I leave the window open, it makes it worse. I know if you're watching this on replay, you're like, this damn guy talks about paint and paint fuse more than anything. What's his problem? And I have a lot of problems, FYI.
We're gonna be sinking soon. Everybody.
Oh no, Becca, I would die with that. Obviously, Becca, I'm just slightly older than you by 27 years-ish. And so I grew up around cigarette smoke all the time, right? But I mean, I haven't been around it in a couple decades. So if I just walk by somebody who's smoking outside, I'm like, golly, that's horrible. But I mean, it's crazy. You grew up around it. You're around it constantly. My dad smoked 5 packs a day. You don't think anything of it. But now, ugh. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to stand it, Becca. Well, I mean, you have to. I shouldn't say I wouldn't be able to stand it. What else are you going to do? People are just like, people are so selfish, man. This is quite interesting.
We're gonna be sinking soon. We're gonna be sinking soon. Everybody hold your breath, and down we go.
Well, that just makes it twice as bad, Becca. Obviously.
Like the oyster cracker on the stoop, the honey in the tea, the sugar cubes, one lump or two. No thank you, none for me. With a golden crust on
Hey,
the apple.
I'm sorry for the reason why, Steve, but congrats to stopping for that long.
Like the wheel of cheese high in the sky.
Well, they are smoking, Becca. You'd be like, I don't know anything about it. I don't know how this... It's obvious how this place could have started on fire. The arrangement of this. From 2007. Got some Nora stuff. I've got a Christmas album she did. We did that for Josh. Now we got 2 songs left. We got JPEG Mafia. Brought to us by Wob. This is my favorite rap album of the year. Bro brings an alternative edge that I find refreshing.
Hey, shorty fucking rabbits now. Says she need a low dough. I'ma take Klonopin and mix it with the no dough. Zero fear in it. Got it tatted on my torso. He's paying for free and talking about it like they forced yo. Fuck up my DMs, nigga. I cannot endorse yo. The only time I fuck with amateurs is if it's porno. Biatch.
Well, Steve, you know, you being a little bit older than me, I mean, in your generation, freaking everybody smoked. Like, literally everybody smoked. Everywhere. I mean, it's just what happened. I don't know how many people smoke nowadays, guys. Isn't it more vaping? I mean, I'm out of the loop. I'm talking about younger. I'm talking about teens and, you know, early to mid 20s, especially when they, I always notice people who smoke, if they didn't smoke, they get to drinking, they want to smoke. I'm guessing vaping is taking that spot for the most part. They got to be crazy, PNB. I know, man, they were pricey because my dad quit maybe 15 years ago, and he was paying $5 something a pack then. Little known fact, I'm 53 years old. I've never touched a cigarette to my lips. Ever. Not because I'm holier than thou, because I grew up with a guy who smoked 5 packs a day. And when my dad was in his mid-30s, I'd hear him in there sleeping, hacking a lung out, and I'm like, damn, this probably ain't good. Gonna go with this is probably not good. So that's why. And I never drank much, too, because he was a raging, angry alcoholic. But then when he finally stopped drinking 10 years ago, you realize, no, you're just a horrible person. The alcohol just amplified it, but that's who you are. Because a lot of times people drink that alcohol, they become a different person, you know? But no, I realized, no, you're just, I'll leave it PG-13, but you can fill in the lines. Yeah, oh yeah, P&B, you smoke a place. You could smoke everywhere in the restaurants, people behind you. You could smoke inside arenas for sporting events. They had ashtrays on the back of the seats. Like, it was absolutely an accepted thing. No, vaping isn't any good either, Meso. Not at all. So, let's see here. I'm reading your... Okay, I can read your comments. I guess when I go to the live video, let me make sure. Okay, everything is shut down. Not shut down, you know what I'm saying. Polls are done. Okay, we're gonna go watch this live, not live, but vid of ERL's song. So I'll do it the way I always do it. Just kind of open it up over here. Bring the song up. It's got 4.1 million views. Once again, as I always tell you guys, I never know how loud YouTube's gonna be, so it might blast you out, be forewarned. Nah, that's good, man. It's as loud as it'll go. Now I'm gonna look at my phone for comments. 11 years old straight. Well, I think you and the thing with the vape too, right? It's a hell of a lot easier than smoking a cigarette. You gotta have the cigarettes, you gotta have a way to light it, and once you light it, you know, like the vape, you can just sneak it. I've been sitting next to people at concerts who vape, and then it comes over onto me. You can imagine that goes well for me, that I enjoy that. Looks like New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day. It looks like this morning, I should say, at some people's houses. Right here. Sure, nobody in here, but... Well, once you're on that stuff, man, they say it's the hardest thing in the world to kick. I saw my dad try to kick it. I don't even know how many times. I don't ever judge people that can't kick the cigs or the vaping, man. It's the most addictive thing if you read the science behind it. Of pretty much anything, ever.
Junto a los cabros del barrio, todos los días me ven así. Llevo en mi mano a la más bella, es una estrella, es mi botella. Peso, peso, macheteamos, rogando por uno.
Oh, you remember this, Steve, when you couldn't smoke in restaurants anymore, man. This is a damn huge backlash. And then eventually that just kind of went away. Uh-oh. We're going to have a problem, boys and girls. Or we're going to be peaceful about this. All right. Peace wins. Okay, ERL has a great little description. Above the ball, which is what this is a Chilean term that refers to being drunk, since the sensation is being comparable to being balanced on a ball. That is actually fantastic. That is really a great description. Becca, I think most parties would be a little tame compared. Well, maybe they wouldn't be. Maybe they wouldn't be tame compared to this. I don't know. You guys may hit it hard. As ERL always says, Spring's fun, informative stuff. They look like Rocky out here in Rocky 2, chasing the chicken. You don't need a mic when you got a bottle, an empty bottle nearby. People remember you, Becca. It definitely has a ska feel, Rob. And if HP is watching this replay, I actually like it. Heath Palace, one of our great community members. Shout out to him. I'm sure he's watching the replay unless it gets blocked. It's interesting what blocks us, guys. It's always weird stuff. It's always freaking weird stuff. I try to go in and take it out, but I'll explain to you what happens in a minute. Let's finish this party out. Maybe shouldn't get behind the wheel, but it's video, boys. It's a representation. All right. Thank you to ERL for bringing that fire and the fire he brought earlier as well. And that, just making sure that's going to do it for the evening. Really good. Kickoff to 2025. I'm looking here. Yeah, we got it all. We got it all in. Great night, as always. Yeah, what happens when it gets blocked worldwide? If you try to watch it later and sometimes it's blocked, like Russia and Belarus will block stuff, and then it'll just be blocked in those countries. So they're the only ones that block anything. There'll be tons of videos I put up that are blocked by them. And I think it affects the algorithm and how much they get watched, but that's another story. But what will happen is when one song gets blocked worldwide, somehow the algorithm picks it up, and then they start blocking other songs that wouldn't have been blocked otherwise, and then you can't take them all out. Right? You can't take them all out because then there's nothing to the Streamlabs. But that's only a new development, JSB. I mean, that's only happened in the last few months. Before that, you just take off. But it's somehow a word and they block everything. Otherwise, it'd just be copywritten as you see in there, which is fine. But anyway, I know it's a little inside information that you probably don't care about, but if you can't watch the stream later on, but I know tons of you are watching this on replay. Always appreciate it. All right, guys, Happy New Year to you and yours. We all made it. Another year. Hopefully I'm sitting here next year at 2026 doing one of these as well. It's weird to say it's 2025 already. I remember the scare of the millennium. But yeah. All right, guys, got some great stuff coming up. Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks to everybody who's been in here. ERL, Becca, Nicole, great to have you in here. I know you're off. Evan David, River, Lob, JSB. Don't forget JSB's stream Saturday night. Acting is Reacting. Go give him a follow on YouTube if you haven't. Steve, great to have you in here. Ewan, fantastic to have you in here again, brother. PMB, you brought some great stuff tonight. I don't know, man. Did I forget anybody else? I don't know. Bo Start, you're probably already gone, but I don't know. If I forgot you, I didn't mean to because I think I said everybody, but you know, it's a lot of talking on these things and sometimes you forget what you've said. All right, guys.